Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pokemon update video. Yeah. So, for those who don't know, there will be a Pokemon Direct tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. if you're on the Pacific Coast, and 9:30 a.m. if you are on the Eastern Coast, so it'll be about 7:30 for me. So we have a Pokemon Direct coming tomorrow, which is not what we expected. We didn't expect a Pokemon Direct. No one expected a Pokemon Direct, in fact. I mean, this is like totally something that we're not used to. The last time we saw Pokemon Direct in January was in 2013 for Pokemon X and Y. I'm not insinuating that this is going to be Gen 9. I am not insinuating that there even will be a game at this. I actually fully doubt there will be a new game announcement. I know a lot of people are probably hyped for that. We're not getting a game announcement. There's just no way. It's just too early, unless they decide to change to a summer release, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. So I wanted to just detail my predictions for Pokemon's Direct here. I mean, it's probably going to be very similar to other people, so if you already have the same hankering as me, then, you know, of course, I mean, we feel the same way. But if you are watching other videos, it's going to be very, very similar to that. So if you're not interested, then leave now, because we're going to have the same thoughts. There's a couple of things on here that I feel like are going to be like, I'm the only one that I feel like would even happen. So buckle up. I want to talk about six things that I think might happen. Some of them have very low chance, some of them have a very high chance. So, 6 things I think are going to happen. So, number 1, I feel like, or at least number 6. Number 6 is Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home is definitely going to be here. Pokemon Home has all the possibility of being here, because we don't really know much about it. We do know, like, its basic concept as being the replacement for Pokemon Bank. So you can have a proper place to put all your Pokemon from the 3DS games, from Let's Go, from Go, and then of course from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that way you can move forward in the generations and put them back in there. Assuming that it'll be an opportunity to be able to put in new Pokemon as you go. So I'm assuming it'll work with Gen 9 as well eventually, whenever that happens in 2022. So the possibility, we're probably going to get some information on that. The big information drops would probably be the release date, which should be soon, hopefully by next month, and the pricing for it. So if will it be an additive to the Nintendo Online, or if it will be a separate price completely. I mean, Pokemon Bank wasn't all that expensive, so I'm assuming that Pokemon Home isn't going to be too bad of a price. I think most people are probably excited about Pokemon Home anyway. That'll be the opportunity to just put everything onto the cloud instead of having it saved on their cartridges in general. I mean, I guess it's safer to save it on your cartridges, but at the same time, it's nicer to have them all put in one place. For me, I think it is, at least. So I'm excited to be able to get my hands on Pokemon Home finally, so I can put everybody from my Ultra Moon account, which that's where everything is that I own right now, except for Sword and Shield, of course. I'm going to put everybody on that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So Pokemon Home, I feel like we're going to get the release date and the price, definitely. Launch exclusives, possibly. We might get something that might be included with the launch, which kind of goes well along with another detail on my list being Pokemon Sword and Shield Beats DLC. I know Sword and Shield is a major point of contention within the Pokemon community right now. There's people like me that really like the games, and there's a lot of other people that just don't like them at all. I know that because of Pokemon Sword and Shield, people are not excited about this Direct. People are thinking this Direct is going to be bad. And I don't really get the negativity on that. I've never really gotten the negativity about Sword and Shield. It's a fantastic game in my opinion. But DLC. I know a lot of people are expecting Pokemon at this point to do DLC. Like, it shouldn't be expecting. I think it probably will happen, but you shouldn't expect it, because that's putting a lot of expectations on Pokemon. So I don't want to do that to him. But I would think it's probably going to happen anyway. So Pokemon Sword DLC or updates. I feel like updates might even be the better route to go if they do DLC. because I feel like it would piss off people to have to pay money for expansion packs for their Pokemon, because there's rumor Pokemon that are in like the data of the games that aren't included in the Pokedex or spawn in the game at all. So it's a possibility that they could just charge like $10 for a Kanto expansion, or $10 for a Johto expansion, so on and so forth. So I think that would probably get some people ruffled at this point. They probably wouldn't like that. Most people probably expecting it to be free like Splatoon, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be nice, but at the same time, I feel like we might get some DLC, maybe not in that format. I would think it'd probably just be best in that format, just give us expansions from each region. Maybe not all the Pokemon, but just to give us an expansion of 50 Pokemon from each region, right? And say it's, $3 a piece or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool, where it's like almost similar to the Smash DLC characters. I think they're like $2 a piece or something like that, if I'm not wrong. At least that's how they were in like the Wii U. I've not bought a DLC character in a while, so I don't really know the pricing. But yeah, so they could do that, some sort of similar to that. I feel like that might be a better situation than just like slowly adding them in. I feel like you could just then you have the option to just get them anyway, which I guess could be. I guess that could be a little cheaty, because then people could like breed them and trade them, unless you locked those certain Pokemon that you cannot trade. It's a possibility too. So they do that with certain Pokemon as well. So you cannot trade like event Pokemon. So they could just lock these as event Pokemon and say that you can breed them still for your game, but you can't trade them to anybody else. So that way it loops around the pricing differences. So I think that's a good idea, nonetheless. So Pokemon Sword and Shield information or DLC coming along. I think will probably be in this one. I don't know if it's going to be like the main point. Definitely not. I think the main point is going to be Pokemon Home, driving Pokemon Home home. But go back to Pokemon Home with the launch exclusives. I think a launch exclusive with Pokemon Home could be like a pack of Pokemon for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Something that comes with your subscription to Pokemon Home. Like, you'll just be in your boxes already, so you'll be able to have like, maybe some legendaries, some starters, and stuff like that throughout the Pokemon games. So that way you can get all these Pokemon. Because Pokemon are known for like their launch exclusives, that last a few months. So if you get it within like the first 3 months, then you get access to these Pokemon. So I think that will end up being the case. You'll get a launch exclusives with legendaries, starters, Pokemon from all sorts of regions. I don't know if it'll be more than like 15 Pokemon though. So it's like you get some launch exclusives. So I think that'd be kind of cool to tie in there with the DLC, because the DLC is probably what people really, really want at this point. Again, I don't really see the point of contention behind Sword and Shield. I think they're great games. I have not done my final thoughts video yet, so it's like I'll record that in a few weeks. But I think they're great games in my opinion. So I don't know why people are so frustrated about them. I've never understood that. I don't know. It just doesn't really click in my mind. So anyway, that's Sword and Shield. I think that'll be. They're probably one of their second most points in this direct here. Pokemon Home being the best. Pokemon Sleep will probably be here. I'm not sure we're gonna have too much about it. Probably not too much. I feel like it's not gonna be as big as Pokemon hopes it to be. Pokemon Sleep, we don't really know anything about it. It's a very mysterious thing. It's supposed, from what I understand, it's supposed to be some sort of Pokemon Go, but while you're sleeping. With the Pokemon Go Plus band or whatever it is. So it's a possibility that it could just be something that most people are not interested in. I think they keep hyping it up. Right now it's very much a meme. So right now we don't really know anything about it, and they could detail a few minutes of it. It's 20 minutes, so it could be very much just detail a few minutes about it and then move on. So DLC, or not DLC, yeah, I've said DLC so many times in this video. You're probably going to find out what it is, and then basically when it's going to launch. So whenever it's going to launch with the Pokemon Go Plus, it's mostly going to be probably something that Pokemon Go players are going to be interested in. I don't think this will have any implications with regular Pokemon games at all. I think this is just going to be purely Pokemon Go related. I mean, it's possible that they could even just save this for a Pokemon Go like event kind of thing. Like, I could see them doing that, where they could just save Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon Go Plus for their own event. That way they can like get people excited. Like they could launch it with I think we're up to like 6th gen now, so like I could launch it with like 6th or 7th gen Pokemon, and I think that would be nice for a nice tie-in event for that. So personally, I don't want to see Pokemon Sleep at this thing because it doesn't really pertain to the regular Pokemon fan, in my opinion. But I guess we don't know that yet. So Pokemon Sleep. Next thing I want to talk about is Detective Pikachu 2. Now, we got this announced at the last Direct, not the last Direct, but the last, like, Pokemon event we had a couple months ago. And they were talking about how successful the movie was, and it was pretty dang awesome, by the way. And how successful the game was, and they were thinking, like, oh, we should do another one. So, basically, I would say we're gonna get a Detective Pikachu 2. Probably, maybe not a release date, but maybe like a storyline. We're probably gonna get like a teaser trailer for it. Be like, hey, here's the Detective Pikachu game. It's gonna have like 8th gen Pokemon in it and stuff like that. There's gonna be a lot of different characters, and it's gonna be a bigger story. And then they might even announce a Detective Pikachu 2 for the movies. So it's a possibility that they could do both in this situation. I don't know if we're gonna get a release date. I don't really think we're gonna get a release date for it. It'll probably be on the Switch, and it'll probably be like a new, bigger story than the first game was. I don't think the first game was very big. I didn't play it, but I don't think the first game was like a major, huge story. It wasn't like a long game. So I feel like we're gonna get some Detective Pikachu 2 going. Yeah. So that's those are the safe bets out of the way. I think the next two are the ones that I don't think are gonna happen, but I want them to happen. Kind of a thing. It's what everybody else wants to happen too. So first up, I want to talk about. I'll say the best one for last. We'll talk about possibilities of maybe the 5th DLC character for Smash being Pokemon. I know a lot of people probably be like, they're gonna groan when they think that, and they're like, why would it be a Pokemon? We do have more DLC coming down the line. If you do want to think about that, the 5th character does not have to be a Pokemon. We do have more DLC coming down the line. For Smash, so it could be in that pack, included in that pack, and that could be more. People are thinking that's going to be more like Nintendo based anyway. So the possibility of it being a Pokemon would be pretty dang awesome in my opinion. There's 8th gen Pokemon. That would include, this game would include the first 7th gen and 8th gen Pokemon into Smash, and that's pretty dang awesome if you can get both of them into the one game. So I have 2 Pokemon written down. I thought about a lot of them, and I'm like, I don't know if they match. I have 2 Pokemon written down, in my opinion. I have Grimmsnarl written down. I feel like Grimmsnarl would just be a really good Pokemon to like throw into the ring. He's got his weird hair arms and stuff. He could like whip him around and stuff. I think it'd be really cool to see Grimmsnarl in there. I think he matches Smash like a lot, and it could add to like that kind of character where it's like it's more like almost like Ken. I don't know, not really Ken-ish. I guess it could be more like Incineroar, and it can add to that kind of character. And then the only Pokemon I've written down is Rillaboom. I know a lot of people probably are going to say like Inteleon probably has a better chance, and he probably does have a better chance. I like the possibility of a Rillaboom better, because I feel like Rillaboom fits in with Smash. He's like DK, you're right, he's got his drums, he could like do some long distance attacks. I feel like he's got some pretty good stuff. I know he's like basically just another DK, because I don't think, Nato is like saying drums, DK has drums. So it's like, I think it would be cool to have him in there, but it's also kind of a clone of DK. But we do have other clones too, so it's like, I think we could go with Rillaboom. So, but yeah, Rillaboom and Grimmsnarl, the only ones I really think could be added. Inteleon, yeah, I could see Inteleon, and I could see I don't even remember Reboot's Final Evolution. So, yeah, I feel like those 2 are the ones that I feel like could be in Smash. Now, I don't know. I think it's pie in the sky for that one. It really is. I don't know if it will be announced. The only reason I would say that is because we're supposed to have the 5th character by February, and that's in a month. So it's like, where's the 5th character in the first place? So that means there probably is going to be another Direct later on this month anyway for that specifically, and probably 2020's games. So we're going to probably expect another Pokemon Direct, probably another predictions video, and another reactions video to that too. Or another Nintendo Direct, my bad. So, yeah, so Smash is probably going to get its character this month. whether it be a Pokemon or not, it's gonna be pretty cool. I would love it to be a Pokemon though. That'd be kind of cool. Grimmsnarl, I am 100% Grimmsnarl at this point, 100%. So, anyway, on to my last prediction, and I know this is the prediction everybody wants to happen, but I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now before I say it. I think it won't happen. I think it's not gonna happen, and that is a new Pokemon game. I don't think we're gonna get it. Most people are probably expecting it at this point. I don't think you're gonna get it. I think this Pokemon Direct is gonna be purely dedicated to Pokemon Home and like the other peripherals. So I don't think you're gonna get it. But if we do, then it'd be cool. So I wanna bring you guys into what you might expect from this. Now, we know that Masuda might be there, doing all his stuff, or the game director. I want you to imagine that the game director comes out on the screen, and he's like, you liked all that stuff we just gave there. That's pretty cool stuff, right? And they're like, you guys have a wonderful day. Oh, but wait, we have one more. And then, snap, the screen turns to black. And all you hear is Palkia and Dialga's cry. And the words on the screen say Fall 2020. That would be so cool if they did that. It means they wouldn't technically announce it. They teased it. They teased a Diamond and Pearl remake. They teased it. But they wouldn't have been officially announced it yet. So it's like they could do a tease, but they don't have to do an announcement. I feel like that is something that they could do here. At the end of the Direct to get us super hyped, maybe like to almost apologize for like Sword and Shield. I don't think they need to apologize for Sword and Shield, but for those people that want them to apologize, then there you go. That would be your apology right there. You get, boom, you get it confirmed, but way before you're supposed to. I personally think that we're gonna get it announced in May anyway. So if it's not announced tomorrow, don't be upset, please. Please don't be upset, please. I think at this point, everybody should go into this Direct with their expectations very low. I believe everybody should go in this Direct with their expectations very low. I would not expect there to be Diamond and Pearl remakes there at all. Like, seriously, don't expect that. Please don't expect that. Otherwise, you will ruin your experience with this Direct and probably with Diamond and Pearl remakes then. Do not go in there expecting it to happen. So, I know I just predicted that it could be a tease, and that's a possibility, but don't expect it. Don't expect it. Please don't expect it. So, anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for sitting down with me and talking about Pokemon Direct tomorrow. I will be having my reaction out, hopefully within the first few hours. Sometimes those videos take a little harder to edit. Hopefully I'll have it out for you guys and ready to go. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I know I'm not an angry Pokemon fan right now. I know I'm not the same as everybody else right now. I like Sword and Shield. I'm really excited about the future of Pokemon. So I'm really excited for this Direct. Again, I'm going to go with low expectations anyway, but I'm excited for it at least. It's going to be a lot of fun to even just find out about Pokemon Home. And that's just going to be the big point for me. Pokemon Home, getting that out, and we're going to get that going so I can get my Pokemon moved over. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Or actually, I'll see you guys probably in a Pokemon episode. Bye.